Breaking news. Researchers from the Indian Institute of Science's Department of Biochemistry are warning of a new bird flu threat. A highly pathogenic avian influenza. Yeah, bird flu. Birds, they tend to do that. Fly or flew past tense, right? So now we have the researchers from the Indian Institute of Science's Department of Biochemistry saying that this virus is now carrying a mutation on the prevalent strain that will make it easier to transmit to humans. Now, I know we've gone over this, but this is now the Indian Institute of Science's Department of Biochemistry. Ooh, that's a mouthful right there. Saying that, well, pushing the fake bird flu narrative, that there's this prevalent strain and then there's a mutation of the prevalent strain. The only thing this is straining out there is this shit's straining my patience with this bullshit hoax, all right? This is a lie. No bird flus, no viruses. Yeah, there's a lot of bird flu. They flew over here and they flew over there, like this meme says. You know, and they've been warning about the transmission to human, fake transmission to humans since the beginning of the fake bird flu outbreak, which caused, get a load of this, irreparable increased prices of eggs. Irreparable, meaning they're not going back. It's all designed to price gouge you, to make the illusion that there's oh my God, there's egg shortages. Bill, did you know there's egg shortages? Look at this. They say the bird flu is hitting, and now we have very high priced eggs. Yeah, we still have eggs, they're just higher priced. Millions of healthy birds were euthanized because of fear, out of fear, as the virus spread to cattle. Chewing the figurative fiction. Now it goes after the cows, right? The beef. You enjoying paying $21 or a pound for steak? Or foregoing steak? Didn't Clown Slob of the World Economic Forum say, the beef, it'll be a treat? A lot of people talking about that. Can't afford it, right? Every once in a while now. Millions of healthy birds were killed out of fear, right? They've also been warning that this virus, this fake virus, because there are no viruses, could eventually spread to humans. And if human-to-human transmission becomes a reality, we could see another con job, medical tyranny scamdemic play out. Well, that's not going to happen. No, sir. No, ma'am. No can do. You had your one-off, New World Order. You had it. You had it. You had it. And we're done. One and done. One and done. I mean, can't believe we still have COVIDiots out there muzzling up. This is ridiculous, but here we are. The researchers have also researchers. Well, if these researchers were really researching, they wouldn't find a virus because there are no viruses. They're not real researchers. The only thing they're researching is how to scam us, how to get like money from the government to have certain outcomes in their studies and research, right? It's ridiculous. Researchers have allegedly, discovered that the current circulating and dominant 2.3.4.4b. Since when have you ever known any damn virus to ever have read like a court case? Anything, even though viruses aren't real, but since when? This scariant, I'm not going to say variant, it's a scariant. It's just all meant to fearmonger and scare the bejesus out of you so you comply as they hype up the fear shit. This scariant of the H5N1 avian influenza virus, put that in quotes always, folks, has undergone genomic mutations that significantly increase the chances of humans getting infected with it, with the bird flu. Didn't they say that the farm workers were getting this shit a couple years ago or something like that? So the transmission's already happened. But I already explained that. My theory was they're making it up. No proof. No proof. Where's the proof? Or these farm workers are just nasty. I mean, they're touching this, touching that. Maybe something that had bird dookie on it or something. Then they scratch their eye, touch their eyeball. They got pink eye. Remember, pink eye was associated with bird flu. Since when did you get a pink eye from the flu? I never heard of that. I've had the flu. which is your body purge the toxins. Never had pink eyes red unless it wasn't pink eye. Your eyes got red maybe because you were tired, a lot of mucus and congestion when you were really sick. No, it's a pink eye. Eyes weren't affected necessarily. It's just that your eyes get red if you're sick and you just run down and shot. Maybe you're not sleeping good because you have the flu, because your body's purging all toxins. It's not pink eye. It has pink eye associated with a virus, a flu. It's so stupid, but people don't think. They don't think. So, this so-called mutation is said to pose a new threat of an outbreak that could be much more challenging to prevent or manage than COVID 1984. They're already setting the stage in the background. Well, everyone's worried about Zelensky and this, that, and the other, and all this political drama. I watched the Trump-Zelensky thing. I watched it for this work, and then I checked out. Lived my life, went about my day, and then I went and look up the latest. It's late, yet again, it's late. But I said, what's the latest? What is out there? What's in the background? Oh, I found this gem right here. The Boyd flu is still percolating in the background. It's just buried by all the other stuff going on. You know, the Helly weird stuff, the Epstein nonsense, you know, fake Ukraine war, the whole 9 yards. Let's delve into this further, shall we? As they say in the South, further. According to the New Indian Express, this is India weighing in on the scamdemic, the fake bird flu. The New Indian Express says the team of researchers analyzed 7,000 protein sequences. You believe that? Of the 2.3.4.4b H5N1. I came across information at the beginning of Scamdemic that this take for instance H5N1. The H would stand for like maybe Hispanic, and the N would stand for Negroes or Nigerians, not Nigers, right? In other words, it's not a virus out there. It's like possibly like the vaccines that they take were like geared towards certain races. I don't know, but it was something along the lines of that. Something along the lines of that. But this 2.3.4.4b, 2.3.4.4b, scariant found they're saying is found in Boyd's. This team analyzed 7,000 protein sequences of this scariant of the bird flu. 820 from non-human mammals and 35,000 human H1N1 swine. H1N1. Who are they calling swine? H1N1. Swine flu viruses. Anyway, they said they did a lot of, they delved within. This, that, they looked at this, they looked at that. Ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ee, ah. And now they're saying that foxes out in the wild, remember they inoculated the wildlife, like a lot of it? There were reports, I covered that in the midst of the scamdemic. Any of you out there, for anyone at the time with me, know that that's what they did. They went out in the wild and they inoculated the wildlife. Not every single one, but here, the researchers, put that in quotes, are now saying that foxes are harboring the H5N1 strain with the highest human adaptive potential. This is so damn retarded. This is so damn real-ish. How many people come across foxes anyway? Foxy lady? Maybe. But an actual fox? How many of you out there? Come on, man. Come on. This is so damn retarded. They've vaccinated a lot of the wildlife. Don't forget, during the scamdemic, they also went to the zoo animals and gave them what fur with the vaccines. So, I can't wrap my head around just how retarded this is. Anybody out there going to get scared over this? Ooh, my God, I can't believe this. Foxes might have the bird flu and might be contaminated. Don't go near that fox. Don't go near the chicken. Oh no, I'm scared of the eggs. Come on. Should this virus spread to humans, they already set that up. The ruling classes, the so-called elites around the world, would have complete control of not only the sheeple that it claims to be ruling over, but also all the wildlife out there and animals in an effort to stop the spread. So here's the deal. They quaxinated wildlife. They quaxinated the zoos. The zoo animals. They quaxinated the sheeple. And all it is now is that they're ticking time bombs. But if they could market this right, they could have the sheeple scared yet again that there's a big bad boogeyman out there that's affecting the sheeple, affecting the zoo animals, affecting the wildlife, and they'll have to have complete control over all of it to stop the spread. The only thing we need to stop the spread of is tyranny and fake news and all this nonsense. Criminality. We need to stop the spread of that. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? You know we were lied to about COVID 1984. Remember when the flu disappeared? The Center for Disease Creation in the winter or late fall of 2020 said they're not going to count the flu for the 2020 winter, 2021 winter season. Remember that? Translation. The flu, meaning your body purging toxins because we're cyclical, was COVID. Remember, everything was COVID. No symptoms? COVID. Got in a motorcycle accident? It's COVID. Toe tag, COVID. Hangnail? COVID. They're trying to prepare us for incoming medical tyranny. And 2020 was just a dress rehearsal for the New World Order. They want another heaping helping. Don't forget, they want the NWO cops. That's right. Those cops out there in your community. They're good cops, but they're also order takers, order followers. There are a lot more of those than there are of good cops. Remember how the citizens around the world, places like Australia, Europe, especially England, remember how they were fighting against citizens because they were getting tired of being locked down, even in China. And the New World Order cops had the batons, had the shields on, and beating them down, beating them back. Get back in your cell, which would be your own prison, your home or apartment. Don't forget all that, sealing up the apartment buildings over there in China. People screaming for their lives. I covered that. I'm sure other channels have. They want another dose. The only dose they're going to get is a ass kicking from we the people. That's right. Don't believe the hype out there. If anybody gets sick, it's the quaxinated. It's those that didn't take care of themselves. It's the obese. It's everyone who's going to get sick anyway. And all they're going to do is rinse and repeat. Died in an auto accident. Bird flu. He's a 700-pound fecker, but he died of bird flu. This one over here was a druggie, overdosed on meth. Bird flu. The sheeple took the quaxines, the ticking time bombs. Bird flu. We vaccinated a lot of the wildlife. Now they're starting to act all weird and get sick. Bird flu. Not doing it again. New World Order. That's what I got for you. Not doing it again. Fack off. That's what I got for you. Don't be a troll out there. I'll try to do a long one tomorrow, regular format, but don't hold your breath. Because I'm just that damn busy. But it is what it is. At any rate, I'm out.